Hi folks, welcome back to Rule of Thumb. Hi folks, welcome back to Rule of Thumb, and today I'm bringing you something super special. Josh and I were fortunate enough to spend Thanksgiving with some amazing friends of ours, Matt and Heather from the Kneady Homesteader. We were there for 4 days, and it was absolutely the best vacation of our lives. And while we were there, Heather and I decided to tackle baking bread in a Pyrex Bake-A-Round tube pan. It is a glass tube. It was given to me by a very special friend of mine. His name's Rick. He had it. It's from the 60s. He never used it, and he said to me, "Would you like it?" And I said, "Absolutely." I knew exactly who I wanted to try it with. So, this video is me and Heather making bread in a Pyrex Bake-A-Round tube pan. I'm going to show you some pictures of it first, and then we're going to get right into the video. I hope you folks enjoy it. If you do, please like, share, subscribe. Come back and see us soon. And as always, hope you had a great day. Enjoy the video.
Alright, how's it going, YouTube? Oh my gosh! I am on Paul's Rule of Thumb.
Yes.
Kneady Homesteader. Alright, well we are making what?
We are making bread in a Pyrex Bake-A-Round glass tube baking dish. Check it out.
Look at that.
This is straight out of the 50s and 60s. They do still exist, although not too easy to get, but we decided it was an opportunity we could not pass up. So
you brought your tube over.
I did.
And now we're making bread. So in this bread, just so you know, and I'll shut this off so you can hear me, 2 cups of warm water, 1 tablespoon of yeast, instant yeast, a 1/4 cup of sugar. I also added a 1/4 cup of honey granules from Thrive Life. But you could add a 1/4 cup of honey if you didn't have that. 4 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 6 cups, about 6 cups. This one took a little bit more because my kitchen's pretty warm, of bread flour. And we're gonna only use half of this in the tube. The other half is going to cinnamon rolls.
Absolutely.
Because that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So we're going to let this knead for another 5 minutes or so. Yep. And then we'll bring you folks back when we're shaping the dough and show you where we're at.
We've got kind of a glob of soft, just room temperature butter. And we are going to butter this tube here. And I'm doing it instead of Paul because I've got the smaller I got the smaller hands, right?
You all know I'm going to have to put Josh to work if I use this at home. Because you've seen my big meat hooks and they aren't going to fit in there.
Alright, so we're greasing it to 1 inch of the ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure the ends are nice and clean when I'm done here. But there we
And it says to use butter, shortening, or
margarine. Yeah.
So you know,
butter.
We thought we'd do butter. It says absolutely do not use oil. So
yeah,
we're going with butter. So we'll see you at the next. The master at work. This is what it's all about right here.
You want to try it?
Yeah, definitely.
Feel it? You want to feel it?
Definitely.
There we go.
I mean, it's just
like a baby's bottom.
Right? I mean, it just holds together so perfectly. So this is a double.
That's a double, yep. So we're only going to use half of that, and the other half is going to go, sorry, ignore the children. The other half is going to go for cinnamon rolls tonight, because why not?
All right, so shaping it into a ball, we're going to split it in half. This is where a bench scraper is key. Makes it so much easier.
Oh, so much easier. All right, so now we are going to shape this, and actually we're going to put it just a little less. little less than half for the tube because I don't want it exploding up
Right.
the sides.
It's our first time doing this, folks. We don't really know for sure. It says a 1 to a 1.5 pound loaf is ideal for the tube. So
Right.
it's always better to start out less is more. We can always, next time around, increase the size of the loaf, but, rather than take our chances.
Right. So, now it says to use parchment paper, but I don't think we need it.
I don't think we need it. It demonstrated putting it on parchment paper and using the parchment paper to slide it through,
Right.
and then rolling it off the parchment paper. But I think if you get your dough ball to the right shape,
we should be able to
I think
do it.
we'll
All
be
right,
okay.
So we're going to take this out just to show it.
Yep.
All right. Is that good?
Yep. So the idea is you want to get it into the middle of the tube.
Right.
And it's going to be hard for you folks to see because the tube is already greased. But basically what they want you to do is get it to the middle of the tube and squish it from both sides so that it's about 6 inches long. Between 4 and 6 inches.
Okay, ours is about 4.
Okay.
I would say about 4 inches.
And then we're going to let it rest and rise
Yep.
for an hour.
There you go. You see inside the tube?
Yes.
Yep, for about an hour.
Okay.
What we're going to do is we're going to, let me get some aluminum foil because it says to put foil on the edges.
Yeah, to kind of keep the...
Keep in.
Yep. And you're going to take the foil off before you bake it.
Yes.
The foil is only during the rise. And this is basically the equivalent of putting a towel over the bowl.
Basically. All right, so in the comment section, we want to know who has a tube at home.
Right? Has anybody else ever done this? Or are you sitting on a tube you've been too afraid to try?
I don't know, you got to keep an eye out now on estate sales for a tube for me.
I know, right?
Because this is too exciting. I mean, this is like, and I feel like we're going back to our grandmother's days.
Yeah.
And this is 1960s, right?
Yep. And I actually got this from a really good friend of ours who had it, and his name is Rick, and he had it on his shelf at home and never tried it because it was just too odd. And so we got to talking about it, and he said, well, what do you think? And I was like, I know the perfect person for me to try this with. And so here we are.
Here we are. All right, so we're going to set the timer. We're going to let it go for 1 hour.
And then we'll bring you
and
folks
then we'll
back.
bring you back, and we'll show you what it looks like, and hopefully it'll be filling the tube, and we will bake it and see how it goes.
All right. And we're preheating our oven to 375.
Yep.
So it'll be hot and ready to go when we're ready to put it in.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you folks in a bit.
All right. So it's been an hour. I'm going to take off the... Oh, you want to look inside?
Yes. Oh, yeah. See, that's beautiful.
Yeah. All right. So let's take off the other side. Okay.
Nice.
The other side. And then we're going to be baking this. Let me double check the so. Here we go.
So it told us to put it on the next to lowest rack. So that's what we're doing. And we're going to bake it according to the bread recipe. So we're going to bake it for about 30 minutes.
Yep.
And we'll bring you folks back and let you see what it looks like when it's done. Okay, folks.
Okay.
Here we go. We've been in there for 30 minutes. I mean, come on. That's a thing of beauty right there. Now, the directions say to bring it out and put it right onto a cooling rack. So, we're going to attempt to do that and see what happens.
Here's our cinnamon rolls.
Oh, yeah. This is what we use the other half of the dough for. You know, multitasking.
All right, so.
All right, so it says grab the... You got to pull one end of the tube out.
Okay.
And then grab the handles and pour it onto the rack. And it says, if it sticks,
get a spatula.
get a long-handed spatula to help loosen it.
Oh, no, I have a clean spatula.
Uh-oh. Please hold. We'll be right here. We go. So we got a spatula. We're gonna give it a little love.
I'm gonna get it out of the rack.
Okay.
And not burn myself.
Not burn yourself.
Okay.
All right.
There we go. And I'm gonna move the rack.
Okay.
Now. That was so weird.
Now what I would do is poke, oh, there you go. Poke at it from the other end and it should push it right out. It said you might need to push at it from one end. There we go. There we go.
Come on, baby.
There we go. There it is, folks.
Bread in a glass tube.
Pyrex Bake-A-Round.
Look at that.
That is awesome.
Alright, put this back on. That's cool. Josh had to come see it.
Right?
Look at this, Josh. Look at that.
Alright, so give it a tap. What do you think?
Yep.
Yep, that's the sound we're listening for.
Hello. It's soft.
Yes.
It's a nice soft bread.
Alright, folks, we're going to let this cool for a little bit. We'll probably slice it up.
We'll come back and slice it up. You
right.
got to see what it looks like inside,
Got to see the
right?
inside. So we'll show you the finished product here in a little bit. Alright, folks, we're back. And we got the two jackals with us back here waiting for some bread. You know, despite our, insistence, you people insist on seeing them, so they're going to try some bread for us.
Alright. You ready? I'm gonna cut it right here.
Gotta give the people what they want, right, Josh?
Right. This is where the edit button comes in handy. All right, let's get in close here. Come on, look at the crumb on that. Forget about it.
That's solid. That is solid.
That is a beautiful
No
thing.
gaps, no holes there.
No.
Now it's still really hot.
Yeah, we're cutting it a little early because, we want you folks to see it, but
Oh, yeah.
we're sacrificing for you.
Here we go.
We're going to have our official taste testers here.
Okay, Josh.
Thank you.
All right.
Matt.
Look at the camera.
Go.
Tell me what you think. Never mind these because, Heather's 4 feet tall. We'll lift those up.
Cut them low.
They're good.
So good.
Right?
Really soft.
Alright. Paul?
Yeah. All
That
right.
crust has a nice little crisp to it, but it's so soft.
Mmm.
So good.
Like it's moistness.
Mmm.
Really good. Really
Good?
moist.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, you got to get in on this.
That bread is so soft.
Mm.
Long
I
live,
mean, seriously, cutting all the way through the loaf here, folks. Look at it.
long live the tube.
Look at it.
It'll be a little less clutchy if it was cool, but it's still smoking, piping hot.
No, it's good.
I'm dreaming of sandwiches on this right now.
It'll be cute. You know what? This would be really good as garlic rounds.
Mm-hmm.
You slice them and make them into garlic
Yeah,
bread.
absolutely.
Yep.
How cool is it that we
Or breakfast sandwiches. You could fry up eggs.
Yeah.
Do a little bacon on there.
All right, hold on here.
Fantastic.
All
Long
right.
live,
We gotta
long
get
live
this
the
in here.
tube.
How cool is that we just
really
baked bread in a
fantastic.
glass tube?
I mean, this is a winner here, folks.
Pyrex, bring this back.
Yes.
How retro. This is a retro bread recipe right here.
Indeed. All right, folks, we're going to probably, polish up the rest of this loaf
It's really good.
and follow it up with some cinnamon rolls just for good measure.
It condenses the bread almost like a Pullman pan.
Yep.
So you get a really nice
I'm
crumb.
going to show them bad boys bubbling in the oven.
Yeah.
They got a good picture of that.
All right, folks, look at that. That's going to be dessert. Be jealous right now. All right. All right, folks, thanks for coming along with us. We're going to play with this some more as we go along.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And,
Thanks for having me on your channel, Paul.
Well, thanks for being on here with me.
All right.
We've been baking all day, otherwise you folks could see our faces. But as it is, this is what you get.
Yeah, we're kind of scary.
Right? But we'll bring you folks back as we experiment some more. And if we learn some tips and tricks, we'll let you know what we find out.
Yeah.
See you
Thanks.
soon.
All right, bye, guys.